Alright, so I saw that you're asking for help with this. I do know of a way you could do this non-destructively. Um, I've requested for Illustrator to have a what's called invisible color, so you could do this, and this line would be non-destructive, but at the same time, the background would always show. As long as that layer with the invisible color didn't have that. But that's not an option. But I'll still show you how to make this non-destructively. So I'm going to copy this image just so I have the reference. Go over here to Illustrator, create a new 8x8, which I normally like to do. Immediately go to Save As. I'm just going to save this to the desktop just to make it easy. All right. Paste. All right, so now I have your original here. So we want a background. So in my palettes over here, I'm gonna, under my layers, I'm gonna create a new one. I'm gonna label it BG for background. The background I'm gonna choose, let's do like a navy bluish color. All right, I'm gonna make that a global color. The reason why I want to make it a global color is so that if you want to update the colors later on, it's pretty dang easy. Let's say you want to change that to pink, just drag and alt hold over it, and now that new color is pink. You can open this up and label it background. So that way you know that that is your background color. And I'm going to go ahead and put this aside again. The other thing I'm going to make in layers is an art layer. And this one I'm going to lock. I'm just going to leave that one off to the side locked. Okay, so I'm going to make this now full page. Why isn't it snapping? What's going on? Wow. Okay, so it's 8x8. Now I just want to center it to the artboard. Okay. Now I'm going to lock my background, go to my art layer, and the first thing I'm going to do is type in Eagles. Now that font is similar to college or athletic. I'm going to do college. That's the closest one to it. Okay. Now you can do this with any font. It will not matter. It wasn't college. Let's do Rockwell. Type. Change case uppercase. No, that's not it either. Maybe athletic will be the best option. So it doesn't matter what font face I use, because I'm going to turn this into a non-destructive, complete graphic. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to create this text into this arch. I'm going to apply the graphic style that's going to create that look at the very end. So now I want it to fit within this area, right? So I'm going to leave that selected, select the text on the bottom, and Control Alt C. Where that is Object, Envelope, and Distort. Make envelope with top object, because the square was on top inside the art layer here. It let me do that. Now, if I want to edit the text and change it to something else, if you go up to the top left panel and edit, you can edit. And the nice thing is now, no matter what, it's going to stay within this square's dimension. So no matter what that square does, it's going to always stay in that dimension. Now we can go over to our appearance palette while this is open here. And I'm going to group this envelope, turn it into a group. And then on the envelope, I'm going to use this layer select for the art style layer. And then I'm going to go filter, warp. It doesn't matter which one I select because it's going to open up the menu, and that's actually the one I wanted, but I want a negative. So now we have it warped. Now I'm going to go back to the layers palette, and on that group, I'm going to select that group. I'm going to apply a new color. This one we're going to go with yellow. And then I'm going to double click on my yellow, turn it into a global. So that way later on, if I need to change this to any other color, I'm able to come in here and dynamically change it. But so this one actually will go like a slight off-white. And then I do C1 for color 1. Because if I'm doing screen printing, it doesn't matter what the color's labeled as long as it's color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that's where I'm going to put it on the press and my print order. So color 1, now I'm going to duplicate that, sorry. And then underneath the bottom one, we're going to make it the solid blue. But for right now, so I can see it, I'm going to turn it back to a yellow, distort, transform. Here's where it's going to get a little fun. I'm going to hit preview on. I want a copy so that way I can have the splash for when I outline it, especially if this is going to be for screen print. And now we can adjust the layer. Now it looks like it's straight down, so it shouldn't have anything on the horizontal. And that's just a little bit too much. So 0.09. Let's see what that looks like. That looks much better. Now I'm just going to duplicate that again. And this bottom one is going to be golden yellow. So I'm going to double click on my color here, make it global, and C2. And I want it more of an orange gold. There we go. Doesn't matter. And then I'm going to expand that, transform, double that, so that would be 18. 18 is a little bit too much. Let's go 15. There we go. Now, if I take this center one here and apply the background, there we go. Now it created that effect, but I'm seeing here that what it looks like is it's actually covered all the way across. So might have to go in and adjust it and delete what I don't want to be visible. Because we'd only want that visible at the bottom. Non-destructively, I can't see a way to do that. Because no matter what, it's going to have some artifact. I'm going to leave the transform. I'm going to go convert to shape, rectangle. No offsets. Oh, I didn't have it selected. How nice was that? This one under here. Leave it selected. Effects, convert to shape, rectangle, 0, 0. Then distort transform. The vertical, I want to start bringing it down. As you see, the bottom starting to come in. Oh, I didn't have the right one selected. That's where the layer selection is priority. Oh, it's not applying the arch. Well, there we go. Kinda. So kind of's got that there, but the D, and I'm going to go into here. Path, offset path. A little bit better. Then technically, actually I could delete that. Oh no, because, okay, so then we just want the transform to move. Why isn't it previewing it? Doesn't seem like that does anything. Oh, it's not doing anything. Short transform, transform. There we go. Now we can move it up just a little bit. Now the numbers that you see on the screen are going to be slightly different than what your numbers are going to be doing this on yours. I mean, you could follow along exactly. Because now these numbers don't line up. There we go. Got it. Oh, got a little tail on this yellow over here, so I'm going to reselect it, making sure to select the right one. Not showing anything that way, so I think that's good. Now, I should be able to go into the text here. Change it to whatever I want, and voila. Now it's changeable and doable. That's how you would get that effect. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to copy this file, I can get it uploaded to my website and get you the link. So let me know. Catch you later.